Go ahead and okay.
I do party favors and things like that.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to trying to do per se. I'm trying to get my feet wet or get out there more. So party favors, memorial items, and things of that nature.
And is this do you mind if I ask you where you live, like what region you live in?
I live in Michigan.
Okay, I used to live there.
Oh, okay.
I used to live in Ypsilanti. Then I lived in Ann Arbor. So Ypsi for 1 year
Oh,
and Ann Arbor for another year.
okay. I live in Lincoln Park.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
It's good to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, all right. In your community, is this something that you've been sort of doing back and forth? Are you trying to like start a new business? How is that
Trying
working out?
to start a new business.
Okay. And then do other people sort of know you for this already, or are you like really starting from scratch? Nobody knows that you do this.
I'm starting from scratch. A few people know, so I'm trying to get out there.
Okay. Um, and then so how are you trying to, what's your methodology for getting out there? Are you trying to figure out what, you know, like if there a forum where you find out that people are throwing a party and then you try to like insert your services there, or how do you come up with that?
Um, I've done some items for my aunts or family members' parties and things of that nature. I've done some bridal shower things. So
Okay.
I've done a few things like that, and people have seen my work that way.
Okay.
Um,
So, do you have a website or Instagram or something like that?
I have Instagram. I
Okay.
have a TikTok.
Hmm.
I'm in the process of getting my pay together. Um, and I want to do a Pinterest,
Okay.
but I haven't set that up. So,
Okay. Um, so I asked because I run a second community and it's called the Funded Founders. It's for
oh
people
wait a
who
minute.
starting businesses.
Let me get my notebook so I can take some notes.
Oh, okay. It's okay. Um,
Okay, what is it called?
it's called the Funded Founders, and it really, even though it's geared toward people who have like, who want to go very, very big and get outside funding, it can also apply to anyone who's starting any business, and how to basically launch a business.
Okay.
Um, because sometimes I ask these founders, do you really want the outside funding? Because sometimes it's not a good idea. But it goes from zero to launch in terms of like a business. And so there are certain things that you want to consider. And one of the things that you might want to think about is, how, other than putting yourself out there on Instagram and TikTok and things like that, how you're going to draw these people in. Because I think that one thing that I see over and over that a lot of founders suffer from is they suffer from this mentality of if you build it, they will come. And so they think that if they just put their stuff out there and if they just post on Instagram and put up a website and all of that, that then people will come to them. And that's just not the way it works. It's more complicated, it's more involved, there's more of a grind to it. And so the only reason why I say that is in no way to defeat you, just to let you know that if you're having, trouble getting traction, you're not alone. Um, and it's something that a lot of founders struggle with. So all right, so we can think about that. And as far as Canva is concerned and the things that you'd want to think about, um, creating with Canva, are these things that you would want to have printed out and at the parties? Like, would they be invites that would be sent out to people, whether electronically or after they were printed? Are there things that you would want to have as a foundation for your Instagram post? How are you thinking about using Canva?
Um, to create my designs. And I know that there's a lot of things that it can be done. I can push my content out with it and things like that as well. So, um, not not fully sure how to answer your question, but
That's okay. I'll go ahead and share my screen and I'll go ahead and get to my Canva.
Does Canva let you directly publish to social media?
I don't know about that.
Oh,
yeah, you can I forgot the way that you can do it, but you can set up um like Instagram uh things or uh I think it's Instagram and TikTok or one of it's another platform you can do set your post with it. I learned that from another uh group. Trying
Okay. Okay.
to-
Um, so this is a little save the date that I made for my friend who's getting married. It's definitely like, I'm it doesn't have all the things. I made a little video about it. And how long have you been using Canva, Heather?
Maybe a year, but I'm still like a little under a year.
Okay. And how many designs do you think you've probably made? Like over 100, less than 20?
Um, less than 20.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I see. So there are lots of things that you can think about. I think that when it comes to Instagram, um, the, the ebb and flow of Instagram is always interesting, trying to see what people really like versus what they don't like. And it's not just about the likes, it's about the engagement. Because a like is a way to engage, but if you can't get anybody to have a conversation with you about anything, it's very hard to get clients from that. So, um, people are really liking raw stuff that's super vulnerable and less, I feel like, less, um, perfect looking, less curated, in the sense of how it's packaged in the image and the actual graphic. If you have, let's say, a little podcast or a clip from a podcast, and if that's curated, okay, that's a different situation. Um, but if you were to have like, so let's say if I had, here, and if I put, or something like that. If I had something like this and I'm like, okay, and I post that on Instagram, it's gonna get probably like no engagement. Because people just don't care. They don't find it to be compelling. How are you doing on your Instagram?
Um, I need to be a little more consistent.
Did you say you need to be or you are?
I need to be more consistent, yes.
Um,
I need to be more consistent on my social media, period.
how um how many followers do you have on Instagram?
Um, I have more on my personal than I do on my
Okay, either. You can leverage your personal for your business if you wanted to.
um,
And that might be a good idea, actually. I always thought I had to have a separate one for my business, and I don't think that's necessarily true.
let's see. On my personal, I have
Hmm.
2,079 followers. And on my business, I have 143.
Okay. Um, so I think that do you have any events coming up that you're going to be working on?
Not, oh, I have a 60th birthday party invitation that I need to work on.
Okay. Um, So yeah, so maybe that's something that we could work on or have you work on if you wanted to share your own screen. Um, and I'm not sure what size you want or anything like that. If you want it to be square, if you want it to be rectangle, anything like that. But if you want to share your screen, we can maybe talk through it.
Um, okay.
I'll stop
Maybe
sharing my screen.
trying to think how I can do this because I'm on my iPad. Share screen. Um, So I just start broadcast.
It should say, so down at the bottom, there should be like a share button.
Hmm.
And if you click that, it should allow you to share your screen or, you know, it should notify me that you can share your screen. There we go. Okay.
Okay, now what?
Let's see. All right. So everything on your screen, clean notifications will be. Oh, that's just a recording. It's just recording it. So you don't have to. I don't know exactly what's happening there, but yeah, it looks pretty
Share
silly.
device.
Can you get out
Oh,
of that screen and go to your Canva?
okay.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
And then is the invitation going to be rectangular or is it going to be square? Or it'd be weird for it to be a circle, but it could be if you wanted.
Probably square.
Okay. So do you know how to go ahead and start from scratch there?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And then is it going to be printed or is it going to be electronic?
Um, well, they live in oh, I probably will have to print it here. I probably will have to do both because she's
Okay.
in California.
So if you want to have it ready for both and you don't want to, have one design do one thing and one design do another thing, if you want to have one design for both purposes, then go ahead and click on custom size down there. Make sure that you change I can't see what's because the Zoom screen is, there we go. So change the units from pixels to inches. Okay. And then you just have to think about, how big you want the thing to be. Now think about envelope sizes because custom envelope sizes they're more expensive to send, but they are out there and you might want to see about what kind of size
Oh, and then
envelope.
you know what? It'll probably just be electronic. I'll just
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So then maybe go ahead and do like a 3 inches by 3 inches. I think that would be a decent size still.
Um,
You don't want to be too small because you don't want the resolution to be super low. So like 3 or 4 inches width and height.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Come on.
Don't feel bad at all. Jesse did this with me last week and then gave me my beginner crash course in Canva. So
Ah, my okay, three. Come on, where's the little keyboard? Show keyboard. Three. Three.
There we
Okay.
go. And then create new design.
I'm trying to take notes too.
Oh, it's okay. All right. So, what you can do is you don't have to use any of these things at all, but you certainly can if you want to scroll and you kind of like an idea, you can use it as a base and jump off of it. But if you don't really like any of this stuff and you kind of want to work off of a template that has already been created, then all you do is go up to the search templates bar at the very top on the left. And
Hmm.
you can type in whatever sort of theme you're thinking about. So,
I know she said something with purple
mhm.
and lilies.
Purple and lilies.
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and write purple and lilies and see what happens. I mean, maybe nothing will happen, but maybe something will, and you might as well, right? You might as well check it out.
Right.
Okay, so at least we've got the purple there. Uh,
Right.
so you can always put lilies in later, but let's go ahead and focus on the background and see what kind of sticks out at you, what you sort of want to work with as a template.
Okay. Um, and then I know black and gold was in there as well.
Okay.
The
Um, let's
purple, black, not gold, silver and black.
Black and silver. Okay. So we can always add those elements afterwards if you want the main theme to be purple. But
Yeah.
if, okay, so we'll go ahead and stick here and then we can always add some silver and black things in just a little bit here. We'll keep that in
Oh,
mind.
what about, well, we don't want these big balloons because we're gonna have lilies. Because I was going to say this one, but we're gonna have lilies, so no.
What about that top left one right there? That kind of looks like that could maybe sort of at least be a good foundation for something.
Which one? What is it?
The upper left one right there.
This one?
The one that says, no, the gold one. The one I'm seeing all the way
That
up.
one?
There we go. Uh-huh. That's kind of what I was looking at.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a question.
Um, because of the colors.
Well, just like the background, but if you don't like the little gold flecks because they're not silver, then um one thing you can do is maybe type in, go ahead and hit design again up at the top
Is oh,
on the left toolbar. There we go. And then hit that left arrow. That's there we go. And then you could type in purple and silver and see what comes up. There we go. Okay, so maybe like scroll down, see if we can get anything good. Some of the, oh, there's a disco ball. That's kind of fun. Um, let's scroll
that
down.
disco ball one is nice.
Oh, do you like that?
Yes.
Okay, click it. If you like it, this is your invite, so you do what you want. Okay, if you like that, that's great. And
Yeah.
so now you can go ahead and start editing. Yeah. Oh,
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
okay, you can hit Control Z if you can on your thing, but I know you're on an iPad. Or you can just go back to it and just re-click the whole thing. It'll get right in there. Oh, there we go. It's there. It's there. Okay. All right. So then go ahead and while you're at it, click on Elements, which is right below the design button. And then in the search bar, type lilies. I think lilies is Lilies. I think it should be two L's in the middle, but I think that it's spelled weird. You've got a period right before that. There we go.
Lil. Oh, lilies.
Yeah, there we go. So you can sort of think, do you want yeah, how do you want this to look? Do you want it to be like a photo? Do you want it to be a graphic? So if you want to check out, maybe hit graphics and see what happens right underneath the search bar. There we go. You can scroll down, see if you want like some black and white graphics to go over it, or if you want it to actually be in color. Or you can do something totally different.
What you think? Mm,
I sort of think I like having a sort of the black and white and I might even drop that a little bit more in the background so that the disco ball really shines. I really like the disco ball.
okay.
That's my own personal preference, though. You might feel very, very differently. So when it comes to design, you don't want too many prominent features clashing with one another. You want
Okay.
one to shine. So it's kind of like with fashion, you have your statement piece. If the whole thing is a statement piece, that in itself could be its statement if you want it to be, but it depends on the vibe that you're going for.
So what about this one?
Sure, go ahead and click on it. And okay, and maybe like my thinking is if and this is for I'm sorry, who is this for again?
It's for my sister's friend.
Okay.
She's turning 60.
So maybe you could drag the one of the corners in so that it's a little bit smaller and more subtle and maybe put that maybe in the lower left-hand corner or not exactly in the corner but um maybe in the lower part because that otherwise it's going to be too much going on. If you want in the higher
Oh,
part,
you said lower. Duh.
lower, I think that would look good because that way it's like offsetting without it being too much going on. Because if you have something in three corners, that could potentially work, but your eye goes out of the corner that doesn't have anything.
Right.
So, and then what you could do is, now that that's highlighted, go up to the top, hit the three dot button, and then see where it's got like the checkered box.
Yes.
Click that. Okay, now take that bar and drag it toward the middle. There you go. You see how that got a little lighter? Your lilies just got a little lighter.
Yes.
So it's a way to have it kind of be a little bit subtle. And that way that disco ball still really shines.
Okay.
And you could do that to as many different lilies as you want to. You can do that to, you can put more on there if you want to, different sizes. That makes it more interesting. When you have one thing artistically that makes things interesting is when you have variation. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's something that you can consider doing.
So maybe I should duplicate you. So basically, you're saying duplicate some more.
You could if you wanted to. And you could even
Oh,
click other
that.
ones if you wanted to. There we go. If you wanted to, maybe make that one like even smaller, like, and just drag it in there and deal with think about yeah, maybe make it a little smaller so they're not exactly the same size. There you go. And then drag that down a little tiny bit. Okay. And then there you go. Yeah. So that could be a way to do it. And then the text would say whatever it needs to say, and you could have that in whatever color you want to.
Why is this one right here?
You can just click in the middle and just get rid of it if you wanted to around it.
Oh, what did I do?
If you wanted to, you could drag the text down, and if you wanted just to have easier access to the lilies in the middle and get rid of them, that's up to you. You could, if you wanted to, you can either slide it straight off the thing, or if you can delete off your iPad, there you go. You can do that.
And then
Uh-huh.
happy birthday.
Um, so if it's an invite, you want to say
Oh,
like it's a party or, come to so and so's whatever.
oh, I really should have been on my computer.
Well, the good thing is that you can always like go on your computer afterwards and kind of mess with it if you want to.
I
It
can't
is
even
easier.
deal
I think
with.
it's easier to deal with Canva when you're on a computer versus a
I
phone or a
can't even
tablet
see what I'm
personally.
typing.
Yeah.
I
So, and
can't.
then if you wanted to, if you want to hit select all and I want to show you something, even if you don't like the wording right now.
Okay,
So
select
go
all.
go in there, click in there, make sure that the whole text is highlighted.
Highlight the whole text.
So let's see, before I let you do that, it did say select all, now it's not saying it. Can you like double tap in there and just drag? No, not the main square, but in the text portion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and just hit the crossbars right there instead of highlighting it all, because I think that's going to be more difficult on your iPad. So the little crosshairs below. And
Oh,
um
why? Just why?
it's okay. It's not, yeah, it's difficult on an iPad. But go ahead and let's just try hit I
Can
wish
I give you permission to do it somehow?
I don't know how to take over. I can just see your screen, but I can't like really do it. But if you want, look at the three dot button at the top,
Okay.
and then it should say effects. Go ahead and hit the effects button.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then I want you to click the one that is three over at the top row. It says lift. There we go. I don't know if you saw the difference, what happened there, but that white text came alive. So if you wanted to move that bar, that bar that says intensity, if you wanted to move it up or down, you could see how intense it gets. Yeah, what it does is it puts a very, very subtle, like very, very light grayish type of shadow behind the white text. So whenever you have very, very light text against kind of a lighter background, this is an extremely useful effect to get your text to pop, because otherwise it's very hard to read. If you're dealing with dark text, it's a different story. If you're dealing with a really dark background, it doesn't matter, but kind of light on light, that this is a really great effect to make your text pop.
Okay. Yeah, I never knew about that one.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that at 100.
Okay.
Oh,
So anyway, I hope this is like helpful and can at least give you a
yeah.
starting point.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very, very welcome. And this is and what I would love for you to do is when you finish messing with it, I would love for you to post it in our community so we can all see the final product. Um, and let me share my screen with you if you don't mind.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, of course. So let me show you. Okay, so here's our community. Oh yeah, this is the one. Um, so the community right here, if you go to, so there are different tabs where you can navigate all the different things. There's like a little classroom with just a couple of just um a little how-tos, and I can make more, but I haven't done that yet. And the community tab allows you to navigate these categories. So you won't see these categories unless you're in the community tab. It's the only way to get to them. But what's cool is that right here you have the shared designs. And so now we're in the shared designs. It didn't look like it much happened there. But in the shared designs tab, you can start your own post and say like, birthday invite or something like that. And then all you have to do is hit the attach and oh, that's for a link. Sorry. You hit the attach button and then you can, double click on whatever the thing is and then it'll show up right there and then you just post it and we can all see your design. And that is what I'm trying to get people to do with the community, because the whole point of Canva is Obsessed isn't really necessarily for me to teach everybody. I'm fine to teach what I know, but it's to kind of brag a little bit, and to have other people who are excited about what you just created. Because when you're a creator and you're creating things and it kind of just goes out into the void and you're like, man, it feels a little deflating. But when you have people who are cheering you on and saying, yeah, this is great, or when you're saying, I don't know how to do this, or I'm like, let's say you had a very light background and a very light text, and you're saying, man, I really want to use these light colors, but I can't get the text to pop. Like, what can I do? And people can just come in there with their ideas and experiences and help each other out. So that's the whole point of the Canva Obsessed community. And I'm hoping that people will start posting their stuff. I like only one other person. Yeah, Amber is the only other person who's posted any of their designs, and I want to see other people's designs. I know
Oh,
they have things to share. I know y'all have things to share, and I would love to see those things.
oh, wow. Yeah, I will go in there and post my stuff.
Yeah, that'd be great. And even if you're posting things that you haven't done yet, if you're halfway through an idea and you're like, man, um, does this look right? Or can I get some feedback? Like that would be just great. And we can start all, talking to one another
Hmm.
in a community. And that's what a community is. So you have a knitting community, you have your Canva community, and that's kind of what I would love for this community to end up being a way to help each other out and a way to kind of encourage each other and to kind of, you know, like brag in not a bad way about our designs, just a way to celebrate our own designs. And I think that would just be fantastic. So, um, anyhow, yeah. Do you have any other questions or issues or anything like that, Heather?
No, I don't. Thank you so much. And I will post that in there once I get everything complete. So
Yay.
it'll come under my name.
Okay, that's great. Heather, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see what you come up with. That's super exciting. And I guess Michael had to go. He has work that interrupts him sometimes, so that's okay. And yeah, I look forward to seeing what you do, and hopefully I'll see you next time.
Okay. And how often do you go live?
I do every week, so let me just share real quick what I do. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. You can always take a look at the calendar tab right here and it'll
Okay.
show you. I'm always like 12 p.m. That's when I go. I was a little bit late today because I had to interview somebody, but
Okay.
and it just went just a few minutes long and I do apologize for that. I try to be very, very prompt. Um, but yeah, if you ever need a little reminder, you can always do that. If you click on this, you can have it added to your calendar. All you do is just hit that. It'll add to your own calendar so you don't forget it. And yeah, that's it. So,
Okay.
okay. Well, I hope you have a
Okay.
wonderful weekend.
Thank you. You do the same.
All
Stay
right.
safe.
You're welcome. Bye, Heather.
Bye for now.